We're sitting with world-renowned actor, and for so many years, and perhaps this is just my own personal opinion only, the definitive James Bond, actor and knighted by the Queen, British actor Sean Connery. I'm Welsh, goddammit, not fucking English. And the only good thing about playing Bond was the fucking auditions. And when I say fucking auditions, I mean the auditions where I got to fuck all the girls auditioning to be Bond chicks. And don't get me started about pussy boy Daniel Craig. He couldn't find James Bond's motives or feelings if they crawled up his little panty legs and bit him in the ass. That pussy-wussy short midget of an actor. So, Mr. Connery, I understand you're about to launch your latest, and for you, newest creative endeavor, a Universal musical. What is it called? Big Washers and Hot Dryers. And is it a musical? No, it's a fucking drama, shit for brains. With a title like Big Washers and Hot Dryers, what the fuck kind of play could it be? I mean, for Christ's sake. I see. Well, in a nutshell, what's it about? Laundromats. Is it dirty? No, it's clean. It's about fucking laundromats, for Christ's sake. Who ever heard of dirty laundromats? Jesus! Well, thank you again, Mr. Connery, for your time. Wait a minute. Don't you want to know more about my musical? Well, I guess great. All right, that's the spirit, Mr. Connery. So, every successful musical has always had a big number sort of theme song. You know, that both tugs at the heartstrings and yet inspires the audience and stays with them for hours after they've left the theater. What's your main song called? Farts. Excuse me, farts. Well, thank you once again, Mr. Connery, for wait a minute. Now, I can't sing or anything like that, but I can certainly read to you some of the song's inspiring lyrics, if you like. Sure, sure, sure. Why not? Farts. Farts. It's what we like to do. They smell so tart. They smell so tart. That's why we do them all for you. Oh boy. Books on Tape is proud to offer at last the thoughts, words, and wisdom of the late President Ronald Reagan in his memoir entitled My Late Thoughts, Words, and Wisdom by me, Ronald Reagan. Chapter 1. We'll know. We'll know. We'll know. Chapter 14. We'll know. We'll know. We'll know. Chapter 23. We'll know. And now a short commercial break. Hey, Boo-Boo Bear. You want to go and steal another picnic basket, Boo-Boo?
No, Yogi. Mr. Ranger Man wants us to take a few minutes and share a short public announcement with all our boys and girls out there who watch our show.
You mean Boo-Boo Bear about Smokey the Bandit and helping prevent forest fires?
No, Yogi. About what to do if you get gonorrhea or herpes or chlamydia.
Those are pretty big words, Boo-Boo. Even I don't know what they mean.
Sure you do, Yogi. Remember last spring when you first woke up from your winter sleep and thought that huge raccoon we always see down by the river was a new cute little teddy bear?
Hey, Boo-Boo-Boo, but wait, Boo-Boo-Boo, let's not go there, Boo-Boo Bear.
Sorry, Yogi, but after you had your way with him...
It was a he-raccoon?
Yeah, and remember those awful itchy rashes you had down there the next day? And you said it looked like raspberry jelly from a discarded tourist peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Hey, Boo-Boo-Boo, you mean to say boys and girls out there can have the same problem with really cute, sexy-looking he-raccoons? And now this segment, jokes celebrities don't want you to hear, because they actually told these jokes themselves. And, well, well, you get the point. Let's listen to Jimmy Stewart already talking. So this woman walks into a pharmacy and says to the assistant there, could you show me where the D-cell batteries are? And the assistant says to her, sure, come this way. The lady stops the assistant and says, listen, if I could come that way, I wouldn't need the D-cell batteries. You see, she had problems achieving orgasms, which is a common problem with all women, or so I've read in some medical journals. And so she's looking for batteries for her girl's best friend shoulder and neck vibrator, which she doesn't really use to relieve the aches and pains of shoulders or neck stiffness, but really she uses it for... And now a commercial break. Hey, big boys, what's up? Never mind. Hi there. I'm Peter Savage, and welcome to The Silly Sleeve, West Hollywood's most famous, outrageous, delicious, and really hot fruit drink emporium. Yay! We squeeze our fruits, not just daily, but hourly. We have every kind of fruit drink imaginable for every discerning tongue, and our servers are so dreamy and creamy. You really need to see them to believe them. So come on over and have a fruit drink. And don't forget your hot pants, because you can't get in without your hot pants. Sorry, I write the rules, and I enforce the rules, bad boys. And while you're here, throw some balls in our new alleys right next door at Boys Town Bowl, where the balls are bigger and the lanes are slicker, and where everyone scores. Yay! So throw some balls and make it tight, and drink some fruit all out the silly sleeve, and don't forget the hot pants. And now more jokes from celebrities who really don't want you to hear, as told by said celebrities. This recording was taken at a party where John Wayne was just beginning. So this woman walks into a pharmacy and... Excuse me, Mr. Wayne. She's not going to ask for D-cell batteries, is she? Oh, you heard that one, huh? Is Jimmy here tonight?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
All right, little pilgrim. All right, so this man walks into a pharmacy and asks the helpful employee there, Sir, could you show me where the D-cell batteries are? Men, do you suffer from hanging ball syndrome? It's okay. It's a common condition syndrome that all men at some age must come to terms with. Here, for example, is a confidential testimonial by a recent sufferer of hanging ball syndrome. Thank you. When I was just a boy in Georgia, the country, not Jimmy Carter's state, we used to sing this silly little song. Do your balls hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? Can you throw them over your shoulder like a Russian little soldier? Do your balls hang low? Excuse me, I still get a little emotional thinking back to the good old Russian days. Well, little did I know that someday, someway, I too could and would be a sufferer of that very condition we used to find so amusing, hanging balls syndrome. But now, with Hang No More, I am proud and pleased to say, Hang No More really works. And no longer can I tie my balls into a knot or hang them over my shoulder, like the song says. Hang No More worked for me and my balls. Hello. I'm Helmut Sluga, the former mailman at the German consulate of the Federal Republic of Germany, Los Angeles. And with me is Frau Dredder, the manager of the consulate. Hello, I'm Frau Dredder, the manager of the Consulate General, the Republic of Germany, Los Angeles. Yes, so you know, Frau Dredder. Frau Dredder and I have been working on a project we call German Humor. And now it's in hardcover. It'll never be in paperback, because that's just not the German way. Anyway, back in Addis Ababa, shit helmet. Yes, Frau Dredder. Watch your pouty mouth. We don't want our listeners to get the wrong idea about Project on German Humor. You're right, Frau Dredder. So you know. So, what we did was ask our third-grade German sons and daughters at the Berlin School for third and fourth-grade sons and daughters of the Deutschland here in Los Angeles to compose short little poems that have just a hint of humor and yet age-appropriate and good nighty-night sayings for our young to think about before they go to sleep. So, this, I think, shows the German sense of humor is still alive and very cute. Here's one example. It's from Klaus van Stupen, age 6. I'll read. There was an old lady from Wheeling who had a most peculiar feeling. So she lied on her back and opened her crack and peed all over the ceiling. Oh, that's so nice. Ja, Frau Dredder, I agree. Sweet but funny. I know, I am laughing on the inside. Me too. Here's another cute one from little 7-year-old Gertrude. There once was a man named Mort whose dick was decidedly short. When he climbed into bed, his lady friend said, "That's not a dick, it's a wart." I'm speechless. It's so cute. Yeah, so you know. Do we have time for another? And now back to jokes and celebrity jokes by the celebrities who really rather not to know that they told these jokes in the first place. This is a rare recording of one of W.C. Fields at a rap party circa 1947-48, where he has just stumbled and walked into the parlor room. Oh, yes. So this rabbi walks into a bar with a frog on his shoulder. Oh, yes. And he walks up to the bartender. And the bartender says, "Where'd you find him?" And, wait for it, the frog says, "Brooklyn. There's millions of them." You see, there are a lot of Jewish temples in Brooklyn, so there are a lot of, and now more German humor with Herr Sluger and Frau Dredder, ja, so you know. Welcome back to Fun German Style. So, here are some more submissions from our German offspring, children. Little tiny cute poems, kinderkind, children can recite before lights go out. This one is from little Klaus Eppenson, and I'll read it again. There was a young couple named Kelly who got stuck belly to belly because in their haste they used library paste instead of petroleum jelly. Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, so you know. And now just one more. It's not quite finished yet, but it shows great promise, and it's from my own little Maximilla Padilla. Oh, how is little Maxi Pad? Sluga. She's good, and very sweet, like her dad. By the way, did you hear the cute little nickname she has for you, Frau Dredder? No. Yeah, so you know. She calls you Mrs. H. Oh, I'm emotional in the inside. Yeah, me too. So, let's not finish, but like I said, it's taking shape, yeah, so you know. So, here it goes. There once was an alien from Venus whose face was in the shape of a penis. Okay, that's it. She's still working on it, and I still think it's very... No, that's very sweet. It's very vulnerable. We have time for one more celebrity and off-color jokes. By popular demand, it's Jimmy Stewart with a different joke. Take it away, Jimmy. So this young Indian warrior walks up to the chief and says, "Chief, we know you have the responsibility of naming all young warriors when they're born. Could you share with me how you do it?" And the chief says, "Sure. When a warrior is born and the moon is rising, I call that child Moon is Rising. And when a warrior is born and the crows are dancing, I call that child Crows are Dancing. And when a warrior is born and the stars are falling, I call that warrior Stars are Falling. But tell me, wait for it, tell me two dogs humping, why all this interest?" You see, this poor Indian got stuck with an awful name, only because two dogs were humping each other. Can you imagine growing up with a name like that? It would be always like your mom said, "Oh, two dogs humping. Could you bring me some more wood for the fire?" God, that's awful. And that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me, sir. I have one more joke. Mr. Wayne, it's not about men or women looking for D-cell batteries, is it? No, little flicka. Okay, well, I guess we have time. So, this man walks into a pharmacy and asks the assistant, "Excuse me, sir, could you show me where the talcum powder is?" Bet you thought I was going to say D-cell batteries, right? And the assistant says, "Sure, walk this way." And the man says, "Listen, if I could walk that way, I wouldn't need the talcum powder." Well, that's about it. Say goodnight, Johnny. Good night, Johnny. All this stuff is copyrighted and belongs to Robert Balder. That is the original stuff, and all the stolen stuff he feels really, really bad about using it. And so, Don't use balsafol with aspirin or drinking water, brushing teeth. Men who take showers should not use balsafol. Using balsafol has in some rare cases been associated with severe liver wounds, uncontrollable ear bleedings, and crossed-eyed vision, nose bleeding and swelling, as well as the uncontrollable urge to speak German. Other symptoms of using balsafol include abdominal pain, yellowing of the skin, hair, eyes, and penis. Call right away if while using balsafol you have high fever, a sense of confusion, or the desire to vote Republican. Stiffness of joints, hands, arms, elbows, and other organs that are not normally stiff have been known to occur. Tell your doctor if you're experiencing serious reactions like peeling, itching, tearing of the joints, cracking, blistering, chafing, or hives. Other possible life-threatening conditions include, but are not limited to, the impossibility to breathe, really bad constipation. I mean, really bad constipation. You know, the kind that both Elvis and Governor Chris Christie often has. And call your doctor immediately if your stool starts taking the shape of the giant marshmallow man. Balsafol should not be taken by people taking MAOIs, TGIFs, LMNOPs, or QRSTs and UVWs. If you're a PhD, why in the world are you even considering taking balsafol? Balsafol should not be used in conjunction with any penis-enlarging machines, especially those sold at Walmart. People taking thyrosidine or porosacchardine or medicinium monocular persatadrine should not take balsafol. Talk about your alcohol use, your painkiller marathons, and all marital disappointments before taking balsafol. These discussions may not help, but it couldn't hurt. So, talk to your doctor anyway to see if balsafol is right for you. Taking balsafol can help some people. Maybe some. There's always a possibility, no matter how slim, that taking balsafol, the benefits will maybe perhaps outweigh the 99.9% certainty that it will hurt you in unimaginable ways. By the way, did we mention taking balsafol could kill you, and probably will? Balsafol, why not try it today? There once was a woman named Alice who used a dynamite stick as a phallus. They found her vagina in North Carolina and the rest of poor Alice in Dallas. And finally, the last impression, a pirate at the DMV for his eye-chart exam. Arr! Thank you and good night. You see, I'm a pirate, and the only letter in the alphabet I know is R. Say good night, pirate. Good night, pirate. This was a Balderdash production. Get it? Robert Balder, humor, Balderdash. Does this mic work? Is it warm in here or is it just me?